3. All right, Coach. We just got through talking a little bit, and injury bug kind of popped his head up on you again. Tell us what's going on with the health of Chase Franklin.
We finally got back to practice this morning. We're practicing really good, and we had Paris Collins back. He hadn't practiced in maybe 4 weeks, so we feel like we playing pretty good at the time. We lost a game, to Southern, right down to the buzzer, but we felt like we played well enough to win it, and we're getting ready for the Texas swing, which is probably our toughest 2 games on the road, and we feel like we need all of our players. And I guess maybe with about 5 minutes left in the practice, Chase go up and he get a rebound and he come down and he hurts that same ankle, and just the frustration to see him have to go through it over and over, knowing how much he's worked to get back on the floor. And even with him coming back, he came back against Gremlin and he played 10 minutes. Then he go to Valley and he played 15, 16 minutes. Then he go to Pine Bluff and play about 30 minutes. So, you could sense that the team was beginning to feel good about his production, even with the last second shot of Alcorn. He gave us a boost, and you could just feel where he was beginning to fit back into the team. And then it's like this morning, all the air was lit out, just lit out again. Like, okay, here we go again. We got to figure this out. We got to figure out how to play without him. But situation we've been in before. We've been injured. We played without him. So, you just have to get the guys back ready to go and prepare to play without him.
And Coach, I know this has been a kind of a crazy 2 years
Right.
for you on the injury front. How do you and your staff, how are you guys able to motivate the players, especially with something like this, and he was just rounding back into shape?
When you're dealing with guys, when you're dealing with coaches, you still got to play the games. You still have to prepare. You have to prepare a little bit harder for the game. You have to watch your practice, and that's the most, I guess, damaging thing for me, not to be able to work on blocking out, not to be able to work on diving on the floor, because we cut a lot of that out just because we got a team that we know that's injury prone. So we kind of scale back on our practice, and then when we get in games, we know that sometimes when we're not rebounding well, we haven't worked on it during the week like we should have, just because of the injuries. We watch a lot of film, just trying to do the little extra stuff that we can do in order to have the guys prepared to play. And then we bring them in and talk to them and tell them the situation that we're in, the reason why we don't work on this or work on that, because we got guys that have been injured and they may not be able to practice today, or they may have to miss a day of practice. But we're just trying to look out for the long haul. But it's like I said, it's a situation that we've been in before. We won the first 6 games that Chase didn't play. We always knew in the back of our mind that he was coming back. Now this time you're looking at 4 weeks. You don't know if he'll be able to come back. And then mentally, where is he mentally? Because today that was just a blow to him.
Okay, and Coach, Paris Collins, I know you said he practiced. What's the likelihood he'll play at either one of the games this weekend?
Paris, first day back, full practice was pretty much yesterday. We did a lot of dummy stuff with him. This morning was kind of the first morning that he actually had a chance to go against offense, defense to get some contact. He's still favoring the ankle a little bit, but he's a lot better than he was last week this time. He's probably 95%, 95%. The doctors did clear him, so I think it's more mental now. He has to get back and get into game shape, get a couple of games on his belt, get a couple of practices on his belt, because like I said, yesterday was his first day back in a full practice, and today was pretty much his first day of contact. So we'll look at him again in the morning, which we won't go contact since the day before a game. We'll do a lot of dummy stuff, try to get him some reps and try to get him back into the rotation. And hopefully he can play to where he was playing before he went out. And we know that may be a week or 2 away, maybe 2 or 3 games away. But hopefully we can get him back to playing where he was playing before the injury.
Okay. And Coach, nobody in the conference is gonna have any pity on you for losing your guys. So, in your mind now, what do you have to do to come away with a couple of wins this weekend?
I think the thing that we got to do, we got to always be mindful that Paris did miss 3 or 4 games, or maybe 5 games, and we won 2 or 3 without him. Chase missed 6 games, 6 in conference, not counting the non-conference game, and we won all 6 without him. Those same guys who had to play and had to step up, you know, they have to step up again. You know, and I don't think they're liking for confidence. I think it's a deal where we have to go and play, and I think if you can sneak one at Texas Southern, then it gives them that sense that even though we got a guy or 2 hurt, that we still can win. You know, when I look at this league and I look at how we played, I don't think there's any team in the league that we can't beat on a given night. But I think the thing that we have to do, we have to make sure that we're prepared. We can't lose anybody else. All of our guys have to be on the right page. And I think our coaching staff has to really do a great job of coaching these last maybe 8 games, the last 8 games of the regular season, then come SWAC tournament time.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Appreciate you.